So I was sitting here waiting for people to get here to work. And yeah, that's always dangerous because you don't want to have free time to think. Sometimes you go into good routes and sometimes you don't. But I was thinking, I think I've been in touch with you for a long time. I was looking at my Facebook friends, for example, and I have close to 5,000, but I know most of those people, and I've known them for many, many years. And I was thinking, do they really get what we do and, what I am about? So if you don't mind, before anything, I want to talk a little bit about that, because here I am going to another year, which I'm very grateful for. And, many adventures happening there. And I don't know how much you know, because really, even when I look at my feed on Facebook and other places, it gets full of stuff, right? I also post cute videos and cute pictures, but, sometimes it doesn't really give the message of who I am. So I want our relationship to get deeper. I think it's a lot more fun. And I want to hear about you and your story as well. I'm not here to talk about myself, but I want our relationship to shift to another level in this new year. So we really get to know what we are about. During a long time, for example, I was very careful of everything that I would post in social media, because I was really afraid that if I said something controversial, I would lose clients or lose friends. And that seemed like a worst case scenario. And today, really, I don't care much about that. I think being myself is more important to me. And I think the right people will always be around. And some that don't have a function in my life, they can go away anytime they wish. So that's what I want to make it clear. So like my name is Shahar, and I work with my daughter. We actually have two companies. Nashla is my daughter, and we have Buzz Booster, which is a consulting company. We had that company for about 12 years now, and we have catered to a ton of industry, solopreneurs, and a lot of people in the home care industry, which we speak a lot in those conferences. So we go and travel around the country we talk a lot about generational marketing. So baby boomers and millennials, how they buy, how they think, how they behave, and how that would impact the business. But people usually hire us to help them position their business. And it's not just when they are starting out. We have some cases that's exactly what happened. For example, with Squatty Potty, you probably heard about them because they've been on the media a lot. But when they were just a company with one product made at home, they came to us, and what we did was exactly position them in a way that people would pay attention. It was a difficult product, a product that people are not familiar with squatting, at least at that time. I think it has been already 5 or 6 years. So we needed to do that. But we have companies that come to us, and they're already in full force, but something is happening. They are losing traction. People are not paying attention to them, and they need to do some defining. And in other cases, people come to us because they need to reinvent themselves. Their industry went down the drain, which happens, and it happened a few years ago in the home care industry, for example. A lot of them were going out of business. They didn't reinvent themselves very fast. So that's what we do. We go there, and it's almost like a chiropractor. We crack some things, we put some things in place, and we put some things in sometimes, and we move on and make them successful. And that's very exciting. It's very exciting to me, and to my daughter. I know she loves that too, because it's almost like putting puzzles together and solving problems. And we are problem solvers. We like that. So that's what we do on a day-to-day life. But we also have another company, which is a young company, 9 months old at the moment of this video, where we offer virtual courses out there. And yes, we sell. We are in business, by the way. So what we do is meant to make money. It's not a hobby. So yes, there is selling, and I don't have an issue with that. I know many people do, but I don't. I actually enjoy the art of selling, as well as Nashla. She actually is very good at selling. But in this company, we create virtual courses, and it has a unique format. Because when we are putting a course together, it's not us. We have amazing experts out there. We don't know everything. So we invite the best in their fields. And they come to the studio. This is the studio I'm in right now. And they give those courses. But when they are creating those courses, we are going live. And people anywhere can watch us totally for free. And I think that is fantastic. For one, because people can ask questions, interact. We have a host that filters those questions, and the expert answers right there and then, which makes the courses really shift the format. So we have a predetermined table of content that we have to go through, but as people interact, what happens? That shifts a little bit, and that is fantastic. But what really strikes a chord with my being is that we know we are watched right now over 30 countries out there. And even in this country, some people that don't have the resources to go and buy courses and workshops to improve their skills, they do have access to the whole information. We don't hide anything behind the curtain. So we are providing a way for people to follow their passion. The ones that invest in the course actually gives this way for other people that cannot, to improve their skills and follow a new path, maybe a new passion, maybe a new way of living their own lives. And that is fantastic. So Curious Mondo has a lot of our focus in the last few months because we're building this from scratch. And yes, we have the challenge that any new company has as well. I would say some of them are even more challenging because, you know, we are unique in the way we do stuff. Now, in my free time, I'm a big crafter. I actually consider myself an artist, but I love to sculpt. But I sculpt with different mediums. So I use wool a lot. I do needle felting, but I use fiber in every single way and shape possible. I like to crochet. I like to try. I love to learn. I really love to learn. So I'm always trying something that I don't know so I can acquire that skill. And I am an anxious person. You know, my mind doesn't stop. I have a very hard time sleeping. I think I'm just like there with Michael Jackson, right? So it's always trying to create is the way my mind operates. So in order to control that and put that anxiety down, especially in the times that I cannot be working at night, for example, I like to create things, and that's how I use wool or yarn or any type of fiber, sometimes even polymer clay, to create things. I like that. Makes my mind really navigate and calm down. So it goes and finds solutions to whatever it's trying to find a solution for, many times even for clients, but in a way that I can breathe deep. And I like to create those things because it thinks, you know, I can create beautiful things. Not every time. Sometimes they come out as a total disaster, but sometimes they work, and that makes me happy. I love to go on road trips. I love to drive, and I love to go on road trips. My daughter and I, we share the hobby of wildlife photography. So every time that is possible and we have time available, we go on a road trip, take beautiful pictures of animals. I love bears and eagles, so I'm always looking for those. During winter, that doesn't happen too much with the bears, but the eagles are out there, so it's another opportunity to go out. I think that's basically it. I have a dog called Mr. Goji Berry. He's a Morkie, and I totally adore that dog because that dog is always happy. It's unbelievable, and he's the cutest thing. Then we have another dog called Apple. He's a white Schnauzer, and a cat named Banana. My daughter just got married with her best friend, and you know, now she's thinking about how to get a reception together. A new phase in her life is going to happen, and it's fun. It's fun, not without its challenges, but it's been fun, and I hope to be able to keep on this journey for a very long time. So that's what I have about me. And of course, if you ever need assistance with your business, I'm here for you. But more than that, again, I'm making this video because I want you to know who I am and what I believe in. And then maybe you will share you with me and we can create a deeper relationship. I don't like extremes. So, you know, I don't like people that are extremists and they only see black and white. It's either this way or that way, because I do believe life has many shades of gray, has many layers to it, and we cannot go out and judge people and stand in the way, me against them, because they are different. I am inclusive. I like diversity, and I like people to have and make their own choices. I do love freedom most of all. Maybe because I'm a Leo, I don't know, but I love that. So I don't like to go hardcore on any side, and usually this type of people don't make my best friends either. But other than that, you know, let's talk. Let's talk and develop a deeper relationship. So this next year is more than just posting cute pictures. It's about posting stuff that matters to both of us.